Hello dear viewers, a very warm welcome to our channel. It's very good to have you here. In this video, we're going to have a look at the wastegate valve. We'll be looking at some of the things that can damage the wastegate valve and some of the symptoms of a failing wastegate valve. The wastegate valve is a very critical component in a turbocharger engine. It controls boost pressure by diverting some of the exhaust gas away from the turbine wheel. For example, for this particular turbocharger, right here we have the turbine wheel. Then exhaust from the exhaust manifold will be directed from this side. It will pass through the turbine wheel and then it will exit the turbocharger on the upper passage. When the boost pressure is low, the entire exhaust gas get admitted this way. It will all be directed to the turbine wheel and then it will act on the turbine wheel, rotate it, and then exit this way. However, if the boost pressure is increased, now in order to control the boost, this wastegate valve opens. When the wastegate valve is opened, some of the exhaust that was supposed to go to the turbine wheel will be directed, it will be diverted from going there, and it will be directed to exit the turbocharger through the wastegate valve. So this is a very simple mechanism. It will open like so. For example, now it is open. When the wastegate valve is opened like so, now it is opened, some of the exhaust will get diverted. Some of the exhaust that was supposed to go to the turbine wheel will get diverted and exit the turbocharger through the wastegate valve. So this is how the wastegate valve compensates. This is how it prevents turbocharger from spinning too fast and producing excessive boost by simply diverting some of the exhaust that could damage the turbocharger and damage the engine as well. Now, what are some of the symptoms of a bad wastegate valve? Now, if this mechanism is not functioning properly, it will cause overboosting or underboosting. For example, if the wastegate valve is stuck closed, for example, if it is stuck in a closed position like so, that will cause overboosting because the entire exhaust will be directed to the turbine. That will result in overboosting. This is very risky for the engine. It will cause excessive power production inside the engine that can be very destructive to the engine components. There are times where the turbocharger remains stuck open in such a fashion. If the wastegate valve is stuck open like so, that will result in low boost because every time exhaust is diverted, every time the exhaust that is coming from the exhaust manifold will get diverted, that will result in low boost. This will cause reduced power and sluggish acceleration. So overboosting and underboosting is the first symptom of a bad wastegate valve. On some engines, if there is a problem with the boost pressure and the wastegate valve, check engine light will be illuminated. Check engine light with boost related codes. For example, there are some common trouble codes. If the trouble code is, for example, P2262, that indicates turbo boost pressure not detected. If there is a problem, if the engine is not detecting any boost pressure from this side, this is a line for detecting boost pressure. If there is no detection, that is a common trouble code. If it is P0299, it indicates underboost. If it is P0234, it indicates overboost. So on some engines, a check engine light will let you know the condition of the boost. Unusual noise from the turbocharger is another indication of a failing turbocharger. If you happen to notice there is an increased whistling noise, increased screeching noise, or increased fluttering sound, this is basically caused as a result of improper boost control. So unusual noise can also be an indication of a problematic wastegate valve mechanism. Poor acceleration is another indication. If there is a problem with the boost, if there is a problem with the turbocharger function, or if there is a problem with the boost control mechanism, that will result in poor acceleration. For example, if the wastegate valve is stuck open, if either the linkage or the actuator is causing the boost wastegate valve to stuck in open position, the turbo will not be producing the proper pressure required. If there is no pressure build up, that will result in poor acceleration or turbo lag. So poor acceleration and turbo lag is another symptom of a failing wastegate valve. Sometimes excessive smoke is an indication of a wastegate valve problem. A leaky wastegate valve or a leaky diaphragm, wastegate diaphragm can cause irregular boost control, and this will increase smoke coming out of the exhaust. And finally, Some of the symptoms can be visually inspected. Visual inspection, if you find damage, corrosion, or some kind of mechanical damage, could be cracked housing, seized actuator, or rusted component, that is a physical damage that can also indicate a problem with the wastegate valve or the actuating mechanism. Now, what can cause a wastegate valve problem? Let's go to the problems. Well, the number one problem that is responsible for majority of the wastegate problem is carbon buildup. If there is excessive carbon buildup in here, soot from the exhaust that can clog the passage. If there is excessive soot accumulated on the valve seat of the wastegate valve, that can prevent it from closing. One, it can also keep it stuck. It will make it sticking. So carbon buildup is the number one cause of a damage of a wastegate valve mechanism. The other problem is heat, because the wastegate valve is operating at extremely high temperature due to exhaust gas temperature. Heat buildup, that will cause the valve to warp. If this valve is warping from excessive heat, that is another cause of a wastegate valve problem. If it is warping, then it means it will not be closing perfectly. It will not be shutting down normally, and that will cause wastegate problem. So warp or rust over time can prevent the valve from properly closing. Other problems that can cause wastegate malfunction is actuator related problem. Right here we have an actuator that is operated by a line coming from the impeller side. If there is a problem with this, if there is a problem with the actuator or the vacuum line, that could be problematic to the wastegate mechanism. The vacuum line, it has to be connected to the actuator, and the actuator diaphragm, it has to be clean. If there is leak or broken diaphragm in this actuator, that will disrupt boost control. So there is a diaphragm on which this line, the vacuum line, is acting. If that diaphragm is malfunctioning, that will cause the entire linkage from activating. That will prevent the entire linkage from activating. And if this linkage is not activating, then it will not be acting on the wastegate valve. So linkage problem, faulty actuator, faulty vacuum lines can be an indication of a problematic wastegate valve as well. The other thing that can cause a wastegate problem is excessive boost tuning. This is as a result of after treatment. Aggressive tuning without proper wastegate adjustment can also overstress the wastegate valve and the entire mechanism. And finally, the other cause of wear is mechanical wear. There are pivot arms. As you can see, there is a pivot in here. For example, there is a pivot arm. There are linkages. Wear at this point can also prevent the wastegate mechanism from functioning properly. So these are some of the crucial causes of a wastegate valve problem. Then, how do you check if the wastegate valve is functioning properly or not? The first thing is visual inspection. You can open a cover like so and check if the actuator mechanism is actuating, if the wastegate valve is functioning properly like so, if it is playing nicely. So check for anything irregular. If check for cracks, check for rust, check for stuck, open, stuck, closed wastegate valve. Move it freely like so. So the first inspection is visual inspection. You can test the wastegate valve by visually inspecting it. The other method is check for the mobility of the actuator mechanism. This actuator mechanism, it has to be free enough. You can check that by simply using a vacuum gauge. You can use a hand vacuum pump that will be used to actuate the actuator. So apply vacuum and see if this arm is moving freely or not. It should be moving freely. Otherwise, if it is not moving freely, it means there is a problem with the diaphragm or the actuator itself. The other thing that you can do is to check for boost pressure. Check for boost pressure. The boost pressure can be measured. You can measure the boost pressure by using a gauge. Check if the pressure is within a specification. And finally, check for exhaust leak also. Just closely listen for leaks near the wastegate valve. The exhaust is leaking with the wastegate valve closed. If it is leaking, it indicates a problem with the valve seat or the wastegate valve itself. A failing wastegate valve can lead to turbocharger damage. It can cause damage to the turbocharger because entire exhaust will be acting on the turbine wheel. That can damage the turbocharger. It can also be damaging to the engine itself. It can result in engine knock. It can result in poor performance. So if you suspect an issue with the wastegate, inspect the valve, the actuator, and the vacuum system. If it needs replacement, you have to replace it with original parts. Cleaning can usually fix it. If there is some carbon buildup under the valve seat, you can clean those. By cleaning those and by checking the condition of the diaphragm, you can really restore the wastegate valve mechanism.